Nange is definitely leaving and Chiefs are linked with yet another winger. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs, Khosi Football Club. And in this video, we're going to talk about two teams that are linked with Nange and the winger who is linked with the Kaizer Chiefs. So starting with Nange. So we know Guti, he's one of the players that are on their way out of Chiefs, and it would be like underselling it if we said he hasn't had a good season, because he's like either injured or when he played he did not impress that much. I know people will give different reasons for that, but the truth is it just hasn't worked for him at Chiefs, and with the contract here running out, then it makes sense Uguti he would leave and his contract will not be renewed. So reports are suggesting the two teams are interested in him. The first one is the SuperSport. Ukavin Hunt, we know Guti, he likes him, some experienced players, and it looks like that's one of the teams that he might end up going to if he doesn't go to Stellenbosch. And this is interesting, by the way, because these two things affect the players or the business that we might end up doing with those teams. I know Guti, the deal does not have anything to do with Nange, because it won't be a swap deal. But if Stellenbosch, for instance, signs Nange on a free, then the Chiefs, when they go and say we want Umthetwa, it won't be like so difficult for them to sell him to the Chiefs, because of the fact that they will already have cover in that position. They will still want money, but in a way, Nange, although we won't be selling him, he will still help us in a way, because he will be there as someone also be a cover for that position. Same thing with the SuperSport. I know Guti, a lot of people have been saying, no, maybe Weber is not that great, blah, blah, blah. But if the Chiefs are really serious about signing Weber, and then Nange ends up going to SuperSport, then that makes it easier for the Chiefs to go and sign Weber from SuperSport, because then SuperSport will say, okay, fine, we are willing to sell this player to Chiefs because we also have a cover, not necessarily because of the Chiefs. But we will see how this goes. But this deal Nange might end up affecting the signings that we bring to Chiefs, because he just so happens to be going to one of the teams that we want to sign players from. Anyways, if you're enjoying this video, by the way, please do like it so that YouTube can show it to more people like you. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. In this channel, we speak everything that has to do with Kaizer Chiefs. We preview matches, we react to matches. Even now we do a match like watch along, so do tune in for those on match days. Now let's talk about this new link that is apparently something that has been going on. Who is it? It's Ishmael Wadi. Who is Ishmael Wadi? Ishmael Wadi is a right winger who's currently playing for EJDR Stars in Motsepe Foundation, right? He's 30, he's from Zimbabwe, and he's usually played as a right winger. Now, I know with someone who's like, no. What are we doing? The question is, why are Chiefs even interested in a winger? Why are Chiefs interested in a wing? I'll tell you why. The reason is because the Chiefs needs a depth, good layer position, and we know what they've been searching. And the moment they say, oh, we need a depth, people are asking Guti, but I thought we were signing Mendieta. I thought we were signing Upule Modi. Here's the thing, Mendieta. Mendieta have already found out Guti, the asking price for him is 12 million. I know there can still be negotiations, but for now, what we know from the reports is the fact that Mendieta is going to cost Chiefs at least 12 million. So because of that, Chiefs are probably looking for cheaper alternatives than the 12 million that they would have to pay for Mendieta. Because remember, Guti, another thing that the Chiefs are trying to prioritize is to get a defensive midfielder. So spending 12 million on Mendieta and then you still don't have a defensive midfielder might actually be a bit of a tricky situation for the Chiefs to do. So it would make sense then why they would be looking to get alternatives or someone who's a bit cheaper. And the other reason is that he's not just cheap, but the contract here also expires this coming June, which means the Chiefs can just go in and sign him for free. And because of that, he makes I wouldn't say a better alternative, just a cheaper alternative to Umendieta or to whoever else, because he's coming from JDR Stars. So even the salary, I don't think it will be that high. So in a way, Chiefs are looking at it and they're thinking it's a bargain. And funny enough, when you ask Uguti, when did this thing even start happening? Is it something that started happening now because we see Uguti can't get Umendieta? Apparently, Chiefs have been following this player for over a year now. So basically, it's not something that has just come up right now. It's something that they've been doing, according to my reports, according to, they are saying that Chiefs have actually followed him when he was playing for a national team here, and they've watched him and they've been pleased with what they've seen, and they're still looking at signing him. To a point, Yoguti, even the player himself knows Yoguti Chiefs are interested. So it's not like a secret mission. Yoguti Chiefs are looking after him and they don't even, and the player is not aware. He's aware. It's just that they're saying he's just trying to focus on the team and helping the team win, because JTR Stars right now, they are trying to get a promotion drama playoffs from eMotsepe League. So he's there focusing on that, and also very obviously will be trying to impress the Chiefs by my performances here and there. The obvious thing is that Tigabant will say, Mpilo, we see the guy is cheap, but he's 30, right? That jumps out. Like, it obviously jumps out to Guti. He may be coming cheap, he may not even cheap, he may be coming from that league for free and coming to Chiefs, and it won't cost Chiefs much and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, he's 30, and if we're going to use the logic, Yoguti, older players are not or shouldn't be part of the rebuilding stage, then why are we signing a 30-year-old to come and play for Chiefs? And I would say to you, yeah, that's a good question, because if we are going to say, no, don't sign Charlie because he's 30, or don't sign Mokocho because he's 30, you know, all these things, release all these other players who are over 30 because they are going to basically, what's the thing, increase the average squad age. So then why are we signing a player who's over 30? That's a good question. And I cannot sit here and say, oh, but there is a reason, maybe he's one of the few because he has experience. Because what experience are we talking about, if we're being honest? Because the guy is right now playing in the Motsepe Foundation. That league is not in the same level as the PSL. So now you're going to take a player who's over 30, who's also playing in a league that is lower than the PSL, and you are trusting him, Muguti, is going to come to Chiefs and hit the ground running, while you've had players who have played in the PSL and have still struggled to adapt to Chiefs. So it's kind of an impossible situation, and I don't see how this deal can end up happening for Chiefs. But what do you think about Ishmael Wadi? What do you think about Nange? Do you think him going to SuperSport or Stellenbosch will affect the players that will ultimately get from those teams? And do you think Chiefs should continue with this Ishmael Wadi thing? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thing by thing, I mean inquiry and signing him, not him as a person. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.